go.
I get excited.
It's on. Then pull it in more. Tip it down when it comes near to you there. I think that's good enough, isn't it?
Hello all and welcome to Cortown for this first round of the Meath Potatoes Intermediate Football Championship between Trim and Moylagh. I'll run very quickly through the Trim team. We don't have the Moylagh team, so it won't take too long. Goals for Trim, Peter Farrell. Full back line is Jared Wan, Luke Morn and Declan Dowling. Half back line, Darryl Fielding, Kieran Rock and Conor Quigley. In midfield we have James Cover and Sean Fitzgerald. Half forward line, Kieran Caulfield. First championship start for Kieran at adult level. Kieran Joyce and Alan Douglas. And the full forward line, we have Brian.
Thanks, Noel.
Aaron Lynch and Owen O'Connor. The Moylagh team fresh in front of us. Matthew Corrigan in goals. Sean Fay in number 2. Darren Gibney in the 3. Shane Gibney.
So say it there.
Just having a minute silence for the late Thomas Farrell, who lost his life at the weekend. Rest in peace, Thomas. Okay, and a well observed minute silence there for Thomas. We have Rory Dowling here, still coming down from last week's celebration. But Rory, I suppose one competition ended last week and we're fresh into 2021 fair now.
Yeah, it's great, Maudie, isn't it? This time of the year, the weather is still good. It's great to be out at games. Interesting to see then. Obviously, we'll be looking to see how the Trim lads bounce back from last week. You know, how fresh they'll be, what the energy levels will be. You know, quite a number of the hurlers here, and obviously the effect of the news about poor Tommy last night as well. Who would have hurled with a lot of our lads, you know, up to recently as 2018 county final. Tommy started, so you know, so that was tough news for the lads to take as well. So it'll be interesting to see how they go early on, Maudie. But nothing to go on here because Moylagh didn't field against us in the Cornabunya there a few weeks ago, so we don't have much to go on really.
Yeah,
so we don't.
No, they had 2 wins in the Cornabunya. They beat Longwood and Fermanagh. Lost 4 games, conceded to Trim. I believe they lost the management team about a month ago as well. So they have a new man in place. So look, I suppose we know nothing about them. The Trim management might know a whole lot about them either. So we'll wait and see. I'm just waiting on the referee now. I'm sure what he's waiting for.
Yeah, the referee is here on the pitch. I don't know what the delay is. He's in front of the Trim. He's in front of the Trim.
Talking to Kevin Riley about something here.
Must be a linesman or something.
Maybe they're waiting on officials. Yeah. As you see, there's an official linesman certainly over the far side, John, in front of the Drumbara dugout. You see him there and tugged out in the official gear. So maybe they're waiting on a man to arrive to this side of the field. Anyway, the pitch looks fine. We were here a few weeks ago, Maudie, I think for the St Michael's we played in the Cornabunya. But it's a fine, a little bit of a breeze, probably blowing from left to right as we look out onto the pitch. But nothing too significant. I don't think it should have too much of an impact on the game.
No, it looks like Trim are going to play with the wind. It does seem to be going left to right. The camera looks. If he's going to speak to his umpire. Yeah, I'm sure he knows what's going on.
trimmed down one or two players as well. Rob Burke, who'd normally start in midfield, who's injured. Just saying, here's
This is the A team.
here's CJ, who did a great job last night at the Premier, the commentary. Well done, CJ. Sorry, I was saying there, Rob Burke would normally be in midfield, but Trim had the luxury of being able to push James Toher up into midfield then, and Rourke slots in at centre back. So we're all ready to go now. I think it was a linesman thing. The linesman who was on the far side is now making his way over this side. But anyway, and there's a Clonard official, I think, after taking the line on the far side. So fair play to the referees, making sure everything's in order before the game starts.
Clonard, maybe it'll be Moylagh, would it?
I doubt it. I think the Clonard fell out the high vis that are coming into.
Away we go. I almost had the
Courtown, I beg your pardon. I'm getting mixed up.
Bit of a rock in the middle of the field. Kieran Joyce goes with his feet. Again, it's a bit scrappy. Conor Quigley comes out strong with it. He wins a free. The Trim will be looking to go early now. Alan Douglas. Go left. No, he's giving it away. See what Moylagh have to come out from the back with the centre back, Joe Meath. At the wing, Aaron Lynch trying to close down the right half back. Back to Meath. In by Alan Douglas. As the full back is Darren Gibney. He goes back to Shane Gibney. And they're gone all the way back to the goalie, Matthew Corrigan. So, very slow, patient build up here from Moylagh, keeping possession. Joe Meath again. A couple early possessions for him. To number 10, Niall McClarney. Joe Meath again. Good pressure from Trim now. And the referee's giving a free. Joe Meath, good ball in front of full forward. James Toher intercepts. Ships the tackle. Conor Quigley. Conor to Jerry Dwan. Darrell feeling calls for it. I'm not sure he should have. Darrell drives out with it. Takes a hop and a solo. Hands it to Conor Quigley. Conor back to James Toher. James will look to deliver. Now he gives out to Jerry Dwan. Jerry had the head up, nothing on inside. Back to James Toher. Back to Conor Quigley. Across the pitch to Sean Fitzgerald.
Moylagh with setting up with 14 behind the ball early on. Maudie just have 15 in here in his own. Everyone else behind the ball.
Kieran O'Rourke coming out with the ball. Kieran breaks the lane. He can give it over to Aaron Lynch there. Conor made a good run. Bit of push in the back. Referee plays on. Brian Dowling out to Aaron Lynch. Aaron's a long way from goal. Yeah, it's going to be short. Good catch by Match Corrigan. Corrigan comes out to the left wing. 12 is Sean Girk. Gives it back to Amelia. Again, a lot of possessions early doors. Good possession or good pressure from Kieran Caulfield. Free given. Sure if it's against Bino or Kieran. The ref's going to move it up. Again, Moylagh in no hurry to take this free. They're going to try and get the numbers up the pitch now when they have the ball. Looks like one of the midfielders, 9, Sean Riley, is going to take this. Good ball inside. Decky Dowling reads it though. Decky handed off to James Toher. James Toher loads of time now. Back to Decky. Decky can Gary, you can keep going, Decky. Back to Darrell Phelan. Darrell takes a stand-in. Back to Conor Quigley. Conor breaks the tackle of 10, Niall McClarney, who caught him around the waist. Back to Jared Wan. Jared gives it quick to Kieran Caulfield. Kieran an early touch. Takes on his man, beats him. Beats another man. Now he's got to go backwards. Hands it back to Kieran Joyce. Joycey. And brings it into possession. Or into trouble. Trim retain it though. Sean Fitzgerald. Back to Decky Dowling. Decky the man behind him. Decky goes across to Jared Wan. Jared with numbers over on the left hand side. Conor Quigley. Conor to Kieran O'Rourke. Rourke. Aaron Lynch, and Aaron's a long way from goals for Aaron. Inside to Alan Douglas, could have called a mark, I think. Dougie takes a shot. Wrong option from Dougie.
I think patience is going to be required here, Maudie, the way Moylagh are setting up. Yeah, we're going to be very patient.
Yeah, going to have to be very patient here. And even see Match Corrigan's in no hurry to take this kick out.
Yeah.
So again, Trim do have whatever little breeze is blowing there, so you know, I hope he's not wasting time after 2 minutes relying on the breeze. Yeah, Matthew Corrigan now with the kick out from Moylagh. James Hoare's up for it, pats it down nicely to Alan Douglas, can't keep it in.
Yeah, did well. He got a foot on it, Maudie, and he deflected it off the wing back, so it's a trim ball after that.
Yeah.
Dougie slid in well there.
I finally have the Moylagh team written down, so...
normal services resume now. Dougie's Tore's going to be penalised for standing on the pitch, I think.
James Hoare on the pitch. Man in a high vis wearing a flag.
Recipe for disaster, I think, that Maudie, isn't it?
See, Trim, Paul Gilson got down behind the other goals with 2 footballs, just so Matthew Corrigan doesn't take as long on this one. Moylagh have taken the short, too short, I would say.
No, I think it's going to be a hot ball for is it a hot ball for James Torres? In fact, he fouled the ball, so it's going to be a throw ball, I think. Hand on the back, it's going to be a free. Yeah.
His man down, all right, yeah.
Just on the way Moylagh were set up and Trim had the possession here, I noticed that inside our full forward line were 3-on-3 inside, and the sweepers seem to be in the half back line, so maybe 1 or 2 long foot passes into our full forward line early on might just cause Moylagh to rethink their
yeah, you can see where Luke Moran is there. He's on the 11, Colin Fionn, who's on the Moylagh 45-metre line. So again, Moylagh with 2 men inside Trim 45. Thomas O'Reilly and Rory Gibney.
And Conor Quigley free there on our 45.
Yeah. It's scrappy and
very
scrappy again.
Very scrappy.
Moylagh go backwards. To number 4, that's Shane Gibney. Good pressure from Trim, but he comes out. Joe Amelia now striding out with the ball. A lot of possessions early. Looks like Joe Amelia is one of the playmakers. James Hoare is a bit wild coming in there. Alan Douglas getting a half.
The free was from early.
Free is against James Hoare, yeah. Joe Amelia can take this free. Oh, and a good ball inside to Thomas O'Reilly, who's
off the ground.
Just got Kieran O'Rourke on his heels a little bit there.
Well done, Rocky.
Kieran tries to stand him up, does very well. Back to O'Reilly. It's a foul, I would say, against Conor.
Yeah, hand is up.
Yeah,
hand is up.
Yeah. And Moylagh man was looking for the advantage. So 7 minutes gone. 7 minutes gone. Moylagh going to be their first attempt at goal. No score as of yet. Stutter step, left foot. Good strike over the ball. The midfielder is it, Sean Riley, number 9. So, Rory, 7 minutes gone. Scrappy.
Yeah, very scrappy. Trim having any sort of pattern of play going at all. Good kick out from Peter there to Rourke in the middle of the field. Now kick it in, Rourke. Yeah. Look inside. It's 1-on-1 inside. The three lads inside.
Sean Fitzgerald beats his man. Yeah, he did carry it a lot there. Back to Aaron Lynch. Aaron again is a long way from goal. That's it's a bad shot from Aaron. You wouldn't put him past it to put it over, but you got to be patient.
Yeah.
The game is going to be like that for a while until we can pop over a few scores.
Yeah.
You have to be more patient. Matthew Corrigan again to kick out. Trimmer pressed up on everyone. Corrigan goes long, comes out this side again towards James Toher. Over James Toher, Kieran O'Rourke wins it. It's foul, I would have thought, but plays on. It's Sean Fitzgerald. Good run by Darrell Phelan, great line. Attacks with pace. Again, the kick pass, not really on. Aaron Lynch didn't move inside. Darrell gives it to Kieran Caulfield. Kieran can take on his man, gives it to Bino. Bino back to Darrell. Darrell has to be 2 men. Back inside to Joycey. We have men over on the left. One of them is Conor Quigley. Conor again beats his man. Foot pass inside to Aaron Lynch. Aaron takes the mark.
Oh, sorry lads. I'm just getting used to the camera here. The fixing's a bit loose. I'm showing the ground here as much as I'm showing the action.
So Aaron, after a good mark, taps it over the bar. Good score from Aaron. Hopefully now that might settle us down a little bit.
Yeah, much needed score. How long's gone there on the clock, Modi? There's nearly 10 minutes aside the stage, is there?
Yeah, 9 minutes 15. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say Moylagh will be happy with the way they've kind of disrupted Trim's flow here early on. So hopefully, as you say, that'll settle us down and we get going.
Yeah. Matthew Corrigan giving everyone a breather there, taking his time to kick out again. He's coming this side. Sean Riley's out in front of James Toher. Bit of a clash of legs there, I think, and Riley goes down. Now he goes back to Jamie McGee. Not great. Jason now is going to put the full back under pressure. Darren Gibney. Back to McGee. McGee over to Sean Riley. Riley has a bit of time and space. Carries it into tackle.
Right, Toher.
Yeah, dispossessed to Jared Wan.
Oh.
Breaks the tackle. Handed inside to Lynchy. Lynchy pushed in the back. No, I think he was kicking her over. Jared Wan.
Okay.
Right.
I think I give him the benefit of the doubt there.
Connor can give
Good
the ball
right
to
run.
Dougie. Great
Right run.
To Dougie. Again, he looks a long way out.
Wide. He's pulled it wide.
Yeah.
I think he was entitled to a shot there, Modi, in fairness. He ran a good line.
Yeah, he ran a good line.
We just need to try and work it in there.
No, I suppose he was inside the 45 there. Yeah.
I mean, Bino and Owen O'Connor have been peripheral figures at the moment. You know, early on, a couple of touches and out real wide, not causing any danger. We just need Kieran Caulfield. Just need to get in, a bit more pace going forward with the ball. Modi, I think we just were a little bit slow when we get possession of it.
Yeah, Match Corrigan. Last two have been over towards the right half back position here. Gone straight down the middle this time. Straight to Conor Quigley. No one within 20 yards of him, I'd say.
Good pass this time.
Foot inside to Lynchy. Lynchy, good there at Joycey. First time, back to Lynchy. And Aaron, that's going to be short, is it? No, it's wide. It's wide.
Yeah, but better play there
yeah.
by it was faster. Quiggers wanted to kick out and then moved it fast and created a scoring opportunity. So yeah, better.
So 11 and a half minutes gone. It's 1 point apiece here. Hope you're still tuned in. It's not a classic. Matthew Corrigan again comes over this side.
Break it, James. Break it.
Down to Kieran Caulfield.
Missed it.
No, he's missed it. Tackled by Sean Riley, but James wins it. Shifts the tackle of TJ Tully. Back to Jared Wan, to Sean Fitzgerald. Fitzy carries. Darrell Phelan's gone ahead of him now. He's got to get out of the way. Sean Fitzgerald still has it. Oh, good hand pass inside to Kieran O'Rourke. O'Rourke, he beats his man and taps it over. Good score from Kieran O'Rourke. Yeah, a little bit more pace and a little bit more direct.
Yeah, that's the key to it, I think, Modi. That's the key to it, and hopefully, we've seen over the course of the season so far, Trim, have managed to see out games right to the end. So they should have the fitness for whatever opposition is thrown against them. So we'd be interested to see if Moylagh can still keep this level of press that they're up for the full hour.
Yeah, sun is shining over here. It's warm out in the pitch. Match Corrigan again, kick out, goes to the right this time. Sean Riley's out in front and that's going to go over the line. Sean Quigley, he can go long with this, and he does go long, but no, not the wrong ball. Straight to Darren Gibney. They're able to work it out. Joe Amelia again, who again likes to bring the ball into contact. Darren Gibney plays it out to the right wing. Gibney takes it back. Tackled by Kieran Joyce. And gives
well done.
it away to Aaron Lynch. Alan Douglas made a great run inside.
Pop it, Bino.
Yeah. And Bino with a good score, yeah. Takes the score.
Yeah, I think that's the way, you just pop easy scores.
Yeah.
It'll suck the life out of the opposition, and gaps then will appear for the goals.
Yeah, first look at the goals from Bino. He just decided to tap it over, he's right. 3 points to 1 to Trim. Matthew Corrigan again, taking his time with the kick out. He goes right again, this is up towards Luke Moore, and Luke misjudges it. Sean Riley, a good catch. No, it's his midfield partner actually, it's Peyton. He goes, he beats the tackle of Luke Moore. He's in here, James Thor gets a good tackle in, he's fouled him. Rory Gibney.
Silly fouls, silly fouls.
That's a couple of fouls now that James has been done for, so you're going to be careful now. The referee having a little bit of order.
Yeah, Sean Riley again, who already has a point on the board. You imagine he's going to tap this one over straight in front of goals. Sean taking his time. Same result as the first one. I suppose, Rory, look, when it's a scrappy game like this and Trim are playing underdogs, discipline is huge.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's exactly what Moyle will be looking for. They'll be running, looking for, to draw a foul, maybe draw a yellow card or whatever it might be. But yeah, Trim just have to be patient, play their game, and the good foot pass from Dougie in there.
Yeah, Dougie won a great kick out from Peter Farrell, took the mark, played it down the wing to Owen O'Connor. Owen gives it inside to Decky Dowling. Back to Joycey. Joycey has Owen O'Connor inside him again. Joycey might take a shot. No, he gives it outside to Beano. Into a little bit of traffic. Back to James Toher. Back to Lynchy. Aaron, that's going to be wide again, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, Lynchy just not clicking just yet, but he's getting the opportunity. So he's too good a player to be quiet for too long. I imagine he'll step it up now and start slotting him over.
Fifth wide for Trim already. I think we've 2 into the keeper's hands. 3 points to 2. 15.5 minutes gone. The referee might look for a water break shortly. The breeze seems to have died down a little, certainly in the position we're in, although flags are still blowing. Matthew Corrigan's coming this side now again. James Thor's under us.
He gets the free this time. Yeah, he does.
Right, yeah.
He does. He does.
James inside to Beano. Beano can get his hand on it. Oh, good.
Bit of wild challenge there, yeah.
Yeah, Sean Payton throwing the boot at us. Kieran Joyce is going to go. Oh, good disguise inside to Lynchy. Lynchy then takes on his man.
There we go. There we go.
There from Aaron. Yeah. Beano won the ball well there, won his free, and a lovely disguised ball from Joyce. He looked as if he was going down the wing and played it inside.
And that's the water right now, Muddy. So 4 points to 2, I think. So that'll put a bit of a pep in the step now, Trim lads. Give them something to build on.
Yeah, 4-2. Trim on top. In most areas of the game, but struggling to put the scores on the board. I suppose inaccuracy and good mile of defence. A bit of mix of both.
Yeah, and maybe there's a bit of what we spoke about early on. Maybe some of the Trim lads are just a little bit flat after the big week that they've had. So that might be a factor. But you would hope that the longer the game goes on, that any sort of tiredness or stiffness that they have in the legs might just work out of the legs, and they'll start to motor. But as you say, discipline's important. They just need to play the ball, not concede frees. I mean, both Moyle scores have been frees.
Yeah,
so we've got to be careful. You could have a free taker there now who could step up and kick 4 or 5 points and keep Moyle in it. So Trim just have to keep going the way they're going. They're trying to isolate Lynchy, which is the play, and get Lynchy into the scoring positions. He kicked the last one there, so yeah, good things to come from him, I reckon, in the next 15 minutes. No sign of panic anyway in the Trim dugout here in front of Smody.
No. It sounded like there was all very positive words. Quick enough water breaks as well. Moylagh actually kind of taking their time.
Joycey there just shouting over to the Trim line that he obviously had a word with the referee about Matthew Corrigan's taking his time at the kickouts. Joycey just shouting over to the line here that the ref had said that he told him he was going down a bit of time at the end of the half. So we'll wait and see. Kick out down this end, isn't it?
Yeah, it is going to restart with Matthew Corrigan again. So reminder, 4 to Trim, 2 to Moylagh. Matthew Corrigan goes to the right wing this time. James Thor is going to pick up that break inside to Kieran Joyce. Declan Dowling made a great run off his shoulder. Joycey beats a man, gives it out to Conor Quigley. Connor, good hand pass inside to Joycey. Joycey can attack here. Good ball back to Squiggers, who taps it over the bar. Good.
Well, brilliant play from Joycey there. He linked that play up twice or three times in that move. He's a strong man, obviously, on the ball, and he just took the right option.
Good interplay between.
He took the right option every time.
Yeah, another kick out from Matthew Corrigan. Matthew Corrigan, he's going to the right wing again this time. Conor Quigley's going to win this.
Brilliant, Quigley, brilliant.
Quigley brings it over. Rory Gibney.
It was a mark. I don't know what they're shouting for.
Their reaction, I don't know.
Yeah.
The full forward here now, Thomas O'Reilly.
Yeah, he's getting himself booked, I think, is he?
Yeah.
Yeah. He had. I think after the referee had blown for the mark for Conor, I think he obviously put a tackle in or something on Conor. I think the play is technically dead. It's a free now. Yeah. It's a free now. Yeah.
So Dougie inside towards Owen O'Connor. Owen over towards the sideline. Good turn. He's fouled there surely by.
What a ball to Dougie.
Ball outside Dougie. Dougie brings the ball into traffic. Owen O'Connor tackles the man. He's picking her up, which is a free every time. Moylagh come out with it. Sean Riley, who has the 2 points. Left-footed solo. Gives it out to the right half back. Back to Riley. Again, he's got to go with his left foot. Yeah, so turns back onto the left. He goes long inside. Luke Moore will break this down. Yeah, back inside to Kieran O'Rourke. O'Rourke can come out with it, can trim break quickly. Kieran doesn't really have a whole lot of options. He gives a good long ball down the wing to Owen O'Connor. Owen's out in front. Again, it's 2-on-2 inside. Can we do it quickly? Inside to Aaron Lynch. Lynch back to Joycey. Joycey kind of with the dummy. Back to Owen O'Connor. No, wrong options. Blocked down. Aaron Lynch picks it up. Back to Kieran Caulfield. Kieran can drive here.
Left foot, Kieran.
Goes his man. And with his left foot, he has tapped it over the bar. This ball by Kieran.
A bit of patience there that we mentioned. Moylagh showing on that move. Even after Owen's block, they didn't lose the head. They just kept recycling the ball. And Kieran, we know, is a classy athlete, and he just kind of burst into 5 yards of space then and just slotted the ball over. So a good score.
Another kick out from Matthew Corrigan. 5 points to Trim, 2 points from Moylagh.
That should be 6, I think. Moylagh, should it?
It should be 6 now. The scoreboard hasn't been updated yet. Big catch for Sean Riley. He's strong run forward. Side to Thomas O'Reilly, the full forward, taking on Luke Moore. Good turn. Back outside to 10, Niall McClarney. Back to Niall McClarney. Niall is going to have a shot, is he? Plays it inside. No. An option from Niall.
It's a good battle in midfield there between James Toher and young Riley. Sean Riley. Sean Riley, yeah. Sean has picked a little bit of bang there in that last passage of play, but yeah, it's a good battle. They've both won a couple of kickouts off one another, so yeah, it's good stuff. Now the scoreboard's been corrected there now, Moylagh.
6 points to Trim. Sean Riley is down, as Rory said. 1 minute gone. Number 11 from Moylagh there, Colin Finnon seems to have moved out to midfield, maybe just covering Sean Riley.
John Andrews here beside us, saving his voice for he's doing commentary on the ladies' final this evening up in the Trim, so he's staying quiet for once.
For once is right. Hard to keep it quiet.
Darryl Phelan. Darryl made a good run. He has Kieran Caulfield open. Takes a hop because that's Kieran. Kieran has time to get the head up. He can go inside. He had no real option to give it to Bino. Is it? No, it's not to Bino. Blocked down. Trim line ball. Kieran O'Rourke has to give it back, does he? Jerry Dawn's calling for the man behind him.
He's behind the pole here a little bit.
Yeah.
Difficult to see.
I can see Kieran, yeah. He goes short to James Toher. James back to Kieran. Kieran beats Colin Finnon. Gives it inside to Kieran Joyce. Joyce, you should give it to Kieran Caulfield. Just didn't spot it. Out to James Toher. James goes back to Decky Dowling. Peter Brennan's all alone, or Peter Farrell's
Danish
all
ball.
alone in the trim half. Decky Dowling off to Sean Fitzgerald. Fitzy, good score for Sean Fitzgerald. Trim starting to get the scoreboard ticking. Good score by Sean.
Yeah, that's what we hoped would happen, and it will frustrate the opposition. Good play again there. I mean, the ball came. It looked like they were boxed up here on the near side. James Tore then switched the play to the far side where the space was, and it resulted in Fitzy tapping over a point. Yeah, good stuff.
Matthew Corrigan. Looks like he's going to go down the middle, I think, this time. Over towards this side. James Tore again, battling with Sean Riley. Kieran Caulfield.
Come on, Sean Fitz.
Yeah, Sean Fitzgerald steps in with the foot. Which again is a free every time. Yeah, again, you know, Trim just getting involved with a little bit of verbals and a little bit of discipline.
He's going to get a box here, I think, is he?
Yeah, again. Just keep our discipline here. Looks to be his eye, is it? Could be a contact, something like that.
Yeah, could be.
I think Joe Meath is on that minor team with Frankie Murphy back and Joe Sheridan then, but he's about 37, I think.
Oh, John Andrews is woken up.
he mightn't have lived the same lifestyle as Frankie Murphy.
Or Joe Sheridan, for that matter.
Joe Sheridan. Joe Mealy with the long ball inside Jared One.
Call it, lads. Jesus, Tor, what the...
I think Kieran Rourke fouled Sean Riley then. Oh, he's kind of pulled at it loosely, but yeah.
Oh,
disarray there.
Yeah, disarray. Jared Wan was underneath that ball and Tor came in and took him out of it behind. You know, a little simple of a call there, I think, between the two lads. It was the first time they've shown, you know, that might have looked like a half a sneak of a goal chance, but thankfully it went wide.
Peter Farrell goes long. Kieran Coffey's going to run him here. Oh, good hand in from 7 there. Jamie McGee. He was in trouble, only got the hand in, and that's been thrown straight back to Joe Mealy. Good tackle by Kieran Joyce.
Hi, Joycey.
Oh, that's a harsh free, I'd say.
Oh, and the two boys are at it on the ground.
Joe Mealy, not too happy about that.
I hope the ref doesn't overturn that decision now. It's a free in the Trim.
Yeah, Arnold's going to have a shot at goal here. It looks a long way out to me, but
yeah,
it's visually deceiving here. Can't quite. He's definitely outside the 45, 5 metres.
Well, certainly his run up would indicate that he has to give it a bit of welly anyway.
Oh, he has the distance anyway.
Ah, what a score.
He's about another 5 yards on it.
Oh, ye of little faith.
Things were much better when John was asleep there, Maud, do you think, were they? There you are, John. Just say hello to all the public. Yeah.
8 points to 2 up, 26 minutes gone. Ireland's third point. Matthew Corrigan, another kick out. It's fairly telegraphed which way Matthew's going to kick it. He kind of lines up that way. He's kicked it out, broken down by James Toher. Alan Douglas picks up the break. Beats Colin Muffernan into James Toher, back to Kieran O'Rourke. Kieran's going to go back left to Dougie. Aaron Lynch makes a good run inside. Dougie tried to give it, but well intercepted by the cornerback. Joycey had the man lined up, but mistimed it. Ronan Payton got it, shouldered him in the back.
Yeah.
It's a free. Looks like a talking to. Maybe just to put a bit of control on the game. He might get a yellow. Yeah.
Joyce just needs to calm down. Himself and Joe Mealy have been niggling at one another there in the last 5 minutes, and Joyce just needs to calm himself down.
Yeah, he's probably talked himself into that more than
I think so, yeah.
Fullback Gibney gives it out.
It's not a great ball, was it?
Terrible ball. Alan Douglas half breaks it down. Luke Moran picks up the breaking ball. Owen O'Connor takes a bit long on it. Oh, man stumbles. Owen can keep going here. And finish, yeah. score by Owen. A little bit of hesitancy, but when it opened up in front of him, he just kept going and tapped it over the bar.
And all of a sudden, it's 9 points to 2. Moyle haven't scored since the water break.
Haven't scored from play either.
And I haven't scored from play either, yeah. And
Meath ladies have won.
Did not.
And extra time, won with 2 points.
just getting word here. Sorry, Molly, you take it there?
Yeah, I was just hearing the Meath ladies that won by 2 points. Game went extra time. They were 5 or 6 down when I got out of the car. So a huge achievement in the first year at senior level. Another team getting to have a crack at Dublin. Moylagh win the kick out outside to Jamie McGee. It says first time he's crossed the halfway line. Jamie goes back to McClarney, is that his name? Yep. Good hand in by Jared Wan. He touched on the ground and then he's dropped it.
Well done, Philo. Go back, keep going out. Well done, Darrell. Well done. Well done.
Now we've got plenty of room there if we can make
Yeah,
the ball.
yeah. Good run at the forwards. Kick it.
Kieran Coffey can give it to Bino now.
He does.
Plays it with his right. Bino's out in front. He can beat his man. He gives it to Kieran Caulfield. Yeah. Kieran.
Trying to create off his left foot. Get over.
Nice
Get over.
space
Get over.
on top.
Score the day, Maudie. Score the day.
Great score by Kieran. And we mightn't see Jamie McGee cross the halfway line for a while.
No.
He'll have to get his breath back.
Great stuff by Darrell Phelan there as well. Turned the won the free, and then they moved it quickly. Kieran took the short, received the short free, and then kicked it in.
Was it Jared Decky might touched on the ground?
Yeah.
Match Corrigan again. Looks like he's going to kick it this side. No, he changed his mind and goes to the right. Conor Quigley's up for this one.
Lovely with Dougie.
Douglas flicks it up beautifully. Sean Fitzgerald loops around, makes a good run. It's a Kieran O'Rourke. Kieran.
He's fouled.
Wins a free. Yeah, it goes back to Jared Wan. Jared has Decky Dowling inside him. No, Decky was covered there. It's like Alan Douglas. Alan, I don't think Darrell was expecting that now. Darrell Phelan comes back inside his own 45 to pick it up. Again, Bino's on down the wing, and Darrell plays a beautiful ball to Bino. Bino should take his man on here. Sean Payton. Yeah,
he does. He gets fouled. He was fouled. The hand was up.
Yeah.
The hand was up.
Yeah. And Sean Payton has recovered from the last sprint he had to make to the sideline. And Bino did well.
Yeah, another great run off the ball from Kieran Caulfield. I think that's Brian Bino trying to feed Kieran, and he was making a great burst. So Kieran has come into the game very nicely. Maudie.
Yeah, very good. 2 points to his name already. We've just creeped into injury time.
James Torr, the left foot free here from behind. You can't see the ball, it's behind the pole.
James, yeah. You can hear Owen O'Connor there, maybe giving the cry. A good score by James Torr.
This could be half time now, maybe. Is the ref kind of slow coming out here? No, he's checking his watch.
So that's Trim 11. Moylagh 2 points. As I said, we're into injury time, 31 minutes gone. Match Corrigan with kick out. He's looking this side, and again he's going right. Right centre. Sean Fitzgerald's underneath this one, under Colin McFinnan again.
Yeah.
And Trim have a run on here. They've an overlap. Kieran Joyce, Conor Quigley runs in front of him, and Joyce taps it over the bar. What a good score.
Yeah. Death by a thousand cuts,
Yeah, I
Maudie.
think Moylagh, they're tired. They're waiting for the half-time whistle now.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I mean Trim have just started breaking their kick out now, and they know they have the numbers on the ground to mop it up, you know. So and now they're taking their score. The scores come a lot easier now than they were in the first first 10 minutes.
Matthew Corrigan again having a look, not a whole lot of movement in front of him, so he's just kicking it towards someone, towards Colin McFinnan. This time James Torr is up.
Another break, yeah.
Caulfield wins the break, but it's wrestled off by Joe Amelia. It's Thomas O'Reilly.
Joyce,
Kieran Joyce.
going to have to watch himself. Yeah.
Thomas gives it off to Luke and Thomas O'Reilly.
Mickey Fay down, Michael Fay down in front of us here. He's just saying to the ref, come on. I think back in his day that wouldn't have been a free, Maudie. I don't think.
It's Say if it was a foul on Mickey, he was looking for free. Back to Colm Finan, back to Thomas O'Reilly again. Thomas looks to drive. Good tackle by Kieran Joyce this time. Back to Joe Amelia. Sean Fitzgerald gets the hands on him. Back to Joe Amelia. Back to
Given for barging there, I think, did he? Kind of leaning in with his elbow.
yeah,
Number 9.
A little bit harsh.
A little bit harsh, yeah. A little bit harsh.
Nearly 3 minutes over. I can't remember too many injuries.
No.
No, it's a good keeper weight.
Yeah, maybe it's that time that Joycey was Joycey bought us his 3 minutes.
Dowling, across to Owen
Towards
O'Connor.
free in the middle here.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's looking for him here.
Can you find him? A bit of a hospital ball, James.
Who's there in the break?
Drops it. Bino wins the break.
No.
No.
Should have.
Dropped it.
Oh, Thor kicks it into his own man.
Does win it and gives it to Owen O'Connor. Good side step by Owen. A trip by Colm Finan.
And he's giving him a throw. Balancing the books maybe for that soft free down here.
Yeah. Fairly blatant trip with the foot by Colm Finan.
Yeah.
He just didn't see it. That's Owen O'Connor is down. Maybe the ref will just do what Conor Lane did last night and just let's have half time.
Yeah.
End it. Joe Amelia goes wide to Sean Payton, the cornerback. Good pacey run. Very good pacey run. Straight through the middle. And he's called a bit late. There's 2 or 3 fouls there. I think Jared won. Certainly stubbed across his man and fouled him. Sean Fitzgerald was a bit late on his tackle there as well.
He was. Sean Fitz is getting the yellow card there for the first tackle.
Yeah. Foul on Sean Riley. Again, still Moylagh's only scored today. 2 points for frees. He's going to have a chance to make it 3.
I don't think they had a shot even from play, had they?
Sean Riley had one on the ground there.
On the ground.
Yeah, I wouldn't call it a shot.
Yeah, a lunge.
Yeah. So the referee might be out to tell him it's over once you kick this. Sean, very deliberate style, a couple of stutters, and taps it over.
Half time.
There we go. It is half
12 points to 3 to Trim.
So there's Trim, 12 points. Moylagh, 3 points. Moylagh's 3 points coming from frees. It was at 5-2 at the water break, so Trim after winning the second quarter, 7 points to 1. Was much improved performance in the second period there, as Moylagh tired and Trim grew into the game, Rory.
Yeah, Trim are by far the better team all over the field. They just have to mind themselves now. Joycey on the yellow there, and Sean Fitz on the yellow. They don't really get into any silliness, you know. Just go ahead and see the game out. You know, they should just stick to what they're doing. They should have enough in the tank, you know, to win it. But yeah, the second quarter was a lot better. They seemed to be moving the ball a bit quicker. And as you say, the gaps, you know, Moylagh tired a little bit and the gaps appeared. And Trim were fairly accurate there as well. I think there's only been 3 or 4 wides, is there?
No, 5.
5 wides.
We've only had 2 lads kick the wides. Aaron is 3 and Dougie is 2.
Okay, so, you know, there was pretty good accuracy. We've good spread of scores there as well. I think, Modi, have we just 5 or 6 lads up scoring?
Yeah,
There's
2
more.
at half back line. Both midfielders, James was a free, Kieran Caulfield and Kieran Joyce in the half forward line, and all the full forward line has scored from play. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9 scores.
Yeah, so I mean that's very impressive, you know, and it's a sign of a good team, I suppose, that they're working the ball around and they trust one another and they're just working it down the right hand side, down the left hand side, whatever. It doesn't matter. They're getting the space. So, yeah, hopefully that would just a comment there on the Meath ladies. Yeah. 212 to 210, I think. Just checking my phone here was the score. So, sounds like a momentous performance and a momentous result for the ladies, and well played to them. And it's been some great games to the general GAA public over the last week or so, Modi.
Absolutely, Rory. On the subject, no more so than last Sunday. You're obviously involved as a part of the managerial team. Floor is yours. You want to say a few words? you know, obviously you were saying to me before the game, you know, you were fairly calm on the sideline throughout. Never in doubt, is that what you're saying?
No, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that. What I would say is that what was never in doubt was our trust in the players and the ability that those players have. We've been trying to work a particular system, you know, in training. Ger Flanagan has come in there as coach there in the last 3 or 4 months, and you know, he made a great difference. And you know, the way he relates to the lads and talks to the lads too has brought them on. So I think a lot of the calmness is probably down to Ger's approach, in fairness, you know, and the fact that calmness has fed through to the players. And you saw there a couple of times, you know, 6 points down, well, 9 minutes to go, and then a point down, obviously, you know, with the time almost up, and we just kept at it. So great credit to all the players, you know, and the 34, 35 lads we had on the extended panel, because the training, we needed those lads for training, you know, and the training was getting better and better.
Yeah,
and better.
I mean the every sub that Trim made had an impact.
Yeah.
Last Sunday.
Oh yeah, and it wasn't easy picking the team either, I can tell you. So you know, because there was lads who'd been shown in training and shown in a few of our games as well. I suppose we were lucky enough that we did get our fixtures played in the Brendan Davis Cup. You know, we had a couple of strong games there. We had Kildalkey and Kiltale in our group, so that you know, that helped us. I believe brought us on. We were playing, you know, very, very meaningful, competitive games, even if we didn't have our full squad available to us when we were playing those games. But to come through that group undefeated again just gave us a bit of belief.
And of course now as well, the winning minor team, you know, a lot of those guys are eligible for senior championship now this year. They
are. Starts again next Saturday afternoon over in Portage against Ratoath again. Just compliment Ratoath as well last week. You know, they were superb as well. It was an absolute ding dong game of hurling up and down the field. You know, either team could have won it. You know, in hindsight, I'm probably, you know, obviously delighted Trim won it, but it would have been an awful shame, I think, for a game like of that quality to have been decided on penalties or frees or whatever way they were going to decide it. I don't know, but
it was actually going to go to a replay.
What was it?
Yeah, the programme was wrong.
John
okay.
Andrews here has been around a lot of Trim teams, a lot of winning Trim teams. John, great scenes last Sunday, and well, as Rory said, an incredible victory on character and, well, no little skill.
Yeah, absolutely. The lads, you know, we're 6 points down probably with 12 minutes to go, and we dug in and kept taking our points, and eventually we got our reward. It was an amazing finish to the game, and I think, you know, a tribute to every player that was on the pitch and was brought on, and everyone involved. But I think Alan Douglas, you know, stood up, and, you know, he was really counted last week. Scoring that last point was, you know, it was amazing, something that we'll never forget. Any of us will never forget for the rest of our lives. You know, we were chasing the game a lot of the time, and then to just go ahead, we say, with the last puck of the game and win the game was an amazing feeling, and then for Alan to get man of the match as well was a huge tribute. You know, like, I'd be very, very happy for everyone involved, as I said, but, you know, the likes of Alan, James Toher, Joycey, my own two lads, Kieran O'Rourke,
Neil Heffernan,
Neely Heffernan, all of them boys are playing senior hurling, you know, probably 12 years now. They started when they were kids under me, you know, at 17, and you know, to get a senior medal is, you know, it's the icing on the cake for their careers, and then the younger lads probably, you know, the younger lads probably won't enjoy it or understand how much it means, because it's come very early to them. But what we need to do now is kick on and win a few more, please God. You know, and hopefully, like, the monkey's off the back. We lost 2 finals in hurling in the last few years, 14 and an 18, and you know, we lost the last two football finals. Hopefully that's the monkey off the back, and we get over the line this year in intermediate football and get back up where we belong as a senior football club, a senior football dual club, which is most important.
Yeah, I would all echo that, and yeah, I think, you know, to win a trophy can only be good for the whole club. You know, ladies, camogie, intermediate football, as John said, and you know,
I was just.
It was only paid. There was more Trim people at the game, and we couldn't get back to the clubhouse afterwards.
Yeah, but look, there the times we're living in, Muddy. You know, at least there was the option. You know, the coverage, and we got some. You know, we got some great. Got some great messages from people all around the world who are tuned in, watching the match. You know, both Trim people and other Meath hurling people who couldn't be there on the day, but for various reasons. So it was great. And just speaking to Fergal Lynch there before this game, I was just congratulating him on the Premier victory last night, and he said, yeah, it's just amazing. You know, everybody in the team, in the club now, believes they can win. They go out in the field, they believe they can win no matter what the circumstances.
How were the lads gone this morning, actually?
They won as well.
10
Yeah.
I was missing two nursery coaches this morning. They were both Joe Donoghue and Frankie Murphy. Actually, was Robbie Kenny playing as well?
I don't know if he was there. He
I was
should have
definitely
been there.
missing two nursery
Yeah,
coaches
but
anyway,
there was and Fergal said to me that they had 12 subs this morning for the third team. So I mean, it's great interest and another victory. And
yeah, we can see this evening. Sorry, referee's not going to allow us carry on this chat. The ball is in straight away. I think
we might have to. We'll have a podcast.
Trim subs weren't even off. Sean Riley, who's probably been the most influential player for Moylagh, and he starts with a wide after 15 seconds. It's Moylagh's second wide, both for Sean. He's scored 3 points and he's 2 wides.
No subs on, I don't think. Only certainly on the trim side. Joyce is still out there. Sean Fitz still out there, both on yellows. So I'd say they were told to mind themselves.
Looks like the wing backs have changed here. Jamie McGee looks to have switched over to this side to Mark Allen Douglas. Kind of out of the frying pan into the fire.
I think so.
Jamie. Peter goes across to Kieran Caulfield, who Jamie was marking in the first half. He's batted down to Jared Dwan. Conor Quigley's left.
He's done him on the ground.
Darrell's picked it off the ground. Oh, and he's given the ball straight to Moylagh, who don't take a quick look enough there. Darrell should have just been a little bit more cynical and thrown it away, thrown it to the referee. Sean Riley again, he's going to go back to Joe Amelia. There was 2 lads who've been on the most ball for Moylagh, 2 leaders. Oh no, sorry, that was Thomas O'Reilly.
That was Joe, was it?
To his other bearded mate, Joe Amelia, back to Thomas O'Reilly. Thomas seems to have dropped out the field now full time. Back to Ronan Payton, the midfielder. Sean Quirk went for that a little awkwardly, went down and broke away from Dougie, gives it inside to Decky Dowling. Decky can drive forward. Oh, it's opening up in front of him there. With the full midfield there. Plays it with the foot inside to Aaron Lynch. Lynchy collects it, tries to turn the full back. Shane Gibney plays it inside to it's a foul on O'Connor. Again, a little bit clumsy, I think just a leg splash, but it's a definite free.
Direct play though again though from Trim, wasn't it? Decky with a good run, and then it was a forward pass. He didn't go sideways or backwards, forward into Lynchy, and then Lynchy straight looked up, popped it inside to Owen, and now we have a chance for Aaron to open the second half with a score.
So Aaron, take this one out of the hands. Just taps it over the bar. The score by Aaron. 4 points for Aaron. 13 points from Trim, 13 points to 3. Matthew Corrigan again with kick out. Actually goes left over towards Kieran Caulfield. It's over Kieran's hand. I think Sean Fitzgerald called for it. And he can drive on and give it to Kieran. Kieran, clip over 3rd point. Then just over Kieran. Good direct play.
It's the beauty of having a left-footed kicker on the right wing, Maudie, isn't it? When you can cut in, then if you cut in, it opens up for the shot on target, and that's 3 great scores from Kieran.
O'Connor calling on Trim to keep it down here. Matthew Corrigan. He looked for short to Thomas O'Reilly, then he goes long. Sean Fitzgerald calls for it. Good catch. The other midfielder, Ronan Payton, to his partner, Sean Riley. Sean, left foot. Plays the ball back to Ronan Payton.
Throw.
Over the head, yeah.
Yeah.
Referee gives it. Jared Dwan.
Yeah.
He's going to go back to Peter. Peter, a little sidestep.
Jesus, Peter, I got rid of it.
Jesus,
Peter.
Second sidestep. Hands it off to Decky Dowling.
Peter must be getting a bit sore, a bit cold or something there, standing in the goals.
That's Decky Dowling. Decky takes a lot of steps there.
Better.
Good switch.
Better.
A little bit behind him, but a good switch. Alan Douglas hugging the touchline in front of him. Going to loop around him. Oh, Rocky, good little sidestep. Hands it off to Darrell. Darrell is in a little bit of trouble here. Boxed into a corner. Back inside to Kieran Joyce. Joycey has Kieran O'Rourke behind him. Gives it away to Alan Douglas. Dougie, space opens up in front of him and Dougie drives through the hole. Bino makes a run inside, but Dougie has put this one wide.
Wide
for Dougie. I think Dougie got 4 from play the last time we played here against St Michael, so Maybe they move the goals in the interim.
They have them on wheels there. Every time Dougie gets the ball, they move them.
Magic Harry, another kick out. Straight down the middle. Oh, no call.
No challenge. No challenge.
Sean Riley goes long.
Oh,
it's bad
we're inside. We're in trouble here. Oh, well done, Decky. Aye, Decky.
Giving a free out. Okay, yeah, man down injured.
We were in trouble there, Molly.
Yeah,
There was two men inside there when the ball went
yeah.
over Luke's head, was it? And but Decky was covering back, went in bravely, and
second instance or second or third instance of non-communication.
Yeah.
Going for a ball.
Yeah. First round. Hopefully these things will iron themselves out. But you do get the impression, though, Molly, that Trim are only in third gear here, really.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no real intensity.
Peter Farrell to.
I hope that's not the commentator's curse now, Molly. But
Jared to Kieran O'Rourke.
now the space is 6 or 7 Moylagh men down the field.
Yeah.
Trim should move the ball fast before there's any defensive shape.
Back into Jared one. Jared shifts the tackle. Darryl Phelan. Darryl hands it off to Joycey. It's tackled by Joe Amelia.
Nice ball, left footed.
Joycey into Aaron Lynch. Lynchy into Owen O'Connor. Owen. Cornerback did well. Owen wins it back. Good little battle there. Oh, nice little flick by Aaron, but he's already given the free against Owen O'Connor. Foul on Shane Gibney. Shane gives it back to Darren Gibney to take. Darren goes short. So going forward is Niall McClarney. No, it's 15. It's Rory Gibney. Back to Thomas O'Reilly. Thomas. Oh, good ball inside. He could have called a marker there, the full back. Oh, that's a
good score.
A brilliant score by Darren Gibney there. Yeah, again, it just got a little bottled up for Trim here, and
yeah, just slow moving the ball as well. Just slow moving the ball.
Peter Farrell goes short to James Toher. James, a little bit of a high tackle there from Colin Muffion. Luke Moore. Luke nearly leaves the ball behind him. Hands it off to Conor Quigley. Conor, again, no real movement inside from Aaron Lynch or Bino makes a run across. Conor takes a lot of steps. The referee plays on. Conor from the back to Owen O'Connor. Oh, he goes back to Joycey. Joycey inside to Lynchy. They're standing off him. Can't do that. Lynchy wins a soft enough free, but probably was a free, alright. Good strong run from Conor Quigley, but he didn't really have a whole lot of options inside.
No, I think maybe he should be delivering the ball. I don't know, when he runs into the space, he's running into the space where the forwards might be going to.
Short to Owen O'Connor. Owen goes back to Lynchy. Lynchy is going for the jugular here. No, he just taps it all the way. Quick thinking from Aaron there. Trim 15 points, Moylagh 4 points. Corrigan with another kick out. He goes long. James Tower and Sean Fitzgerald both go for it. Good tap down by Fitzy. Kieran Caulfield, good ball inside to Owen O'Connor. Good hands out in front. And Owen is tackled around the neck. Gives it off to Kieran O'Rourke. Rourke takes a lot of stuff.
Rourke, pop it outside, man. Pop it outside.
Rourke does the right thing. He doesn't hand the ball back to him. The ref's probably going to move it up though. Right, goes back to full back. Darren Gibney recently scored a wonderful point. Trim standing off here. 11 Moylagh play it in row 45. Good run by Shane Gibney. He wins a free. No real options. Trim are all pushed up here. Decky Dowling's out in front. Gets a good hand in. James Tower goes down it, but Sean Riley now. He can carry it forward. Luke Moore comes across to tackle him. He fouls him. Yeah. Sean Riley's a good player, good looking player, good strong runner on the ball.
Yeah, he's good in the air too, isn't he?
Yeah,
He's challenging strongly in the air as well.
Looks like Mikey Cullen might be entering the scene. I think he scored a goal and a point in the county final last week.
Yeah, Mikey's always contributes. I think when he was onto the field, he's very lively. Knows what the goals are. Might pause for the Angelus there, Maudie.
We're pausing for Sean Riley to take a free. Taps it over. Peter Farrell now to kick out. 5th point for Moylagh. Trim 15, Moylagh 5. Peter goes short over towards Dougie. Dougie can tap it down to James Toher. Yeah, brilliantly done. Warner Connor's out in front.
Right.
It's going to hop.
Over on.
Call into him on the way. I don't want to bring James Brady
No.
No.
Tackle Joe Amelia.
Talk to James. Win the game after the game.
Connor flicked out with the ball there a little. Darren Gibney going to take the free, I think. A little word we're on. A little silly.
Yeah.
Yeah, looks like Mikey Cullen's going to come in. Interesting to see what this changes. There's Owen O'Connor who's coming off. Alan Douglas is going corner forward, and Mikey Cullen could be coming on wing forward. We'll wait and see. Darren Gibney goes short for Thomas O'Reilly. Again, Thomas picking that up very deep. Seems to be centre forward now, picked up by Kieran O'Rourke. Out to Colm O'Finnon. Colm is going to give it long. Yep. Oh, Joyce's not even looking at the ball. Darren feeling called for it. He was about 15 yards away. I thought that was a free. Tackling the man, picking it up. Alan Douglas is in an acre of space here. Not a great hand pass back to Conor Quigley. Conor will run strongly with it. Conor to Mikey. Mikey back to
Oh, Jesus.
Conor's second point. Mikey shipped a fairly heavy tackle there from Shane Gibney after he gave the pass.
Yeah, good referee, and I think there, Muddy, he's calling the man over now. He's going to book him for that.
The yellow card.
Yeah.
Oh, where you get a black card for that kind of a tackle?
No.
Well, is it because he gave it and he was going again? But yeah,
Stop
I think
the
it was,
run,
it was more of a late tackle.
It was a late tackle, yeah.
Yeah, and who knows what the definition of a black card is
Yeah.
or anyone watching that play. Matthew Corrigan, his right foot is tired, he goes short with the left to
Don't foul him, Dougie. No. Hey, Joycey.
Gibney. He's turned over by
Bend down, Joycey. Oh.
Joycey goes down on the ball. Oh, Aaron Lynch makes a brilliant run inside.
Nah.
Just a little bit short. Well intercepted by Darren Gibney. 12 is Sean Quirk. Sean gives it short to Thomas O'Reilly. Thomas wide to Colm O'Finnon. Colm, again, does he want to give it long? He wants to go back. Overcarried.
Yeah.
A little bit harsh, but yeah,
A little bit
probably
harsh.
did. You don't see it given that often.
And they're not too happy over on the dugout, the far side. And the referee's bringing it up now as a result.
Kieran O'Rourke goes back to Sean Fitzgerald. Sean drives across the pitch to Conor Quigley. Conor just after scoring a point inside to Aaron Lynch. Lynchy across the middle to Decky Dowling. Decky back to Lynchy. Lynchy turns, goes straight through the middle. Yeah, let's go by Aaron.
How many's that for Aaron now? Six.
For Aaron, yeah.
I think.
Free freeze, free from play, I think.
Yeah, I think he's scoring the man as he is now whenever he takes his man on there. I think. Moylagh running out of juice, I think, Maudie.
Yeah. That is a definite move there on Douglas going in corner forward here. Mike is left half forward. Match Corrigan comes out this side again towards Colm O'Finnon this time. James Toher contests it. Moylagh win the break. Sean Quirk.
Along Kieran.
Back to Sean Quirk. Pops it off to the midfielder. That's Ronan Peyton. Good turnover by Jerry Dwan. Jerry inside to Daryl Phelan. Daryl beats his man. Daryl hands it off to Mikey for pulling. It was behind him. Mikey did well to gather it. Plays it inside to Beano. Beano can take his man on here. And does. Hands it back to Kieran Caulfield. Kieran's a long way out this time. He's got a lovely point.
Jesus, what a score.
Fourth and play from Kieran Caulfield.
Just fairly impressive debut, wasn't it?
In exactly 15 minutes. Trim 17 points, Moylagh 5. The ref's going to play on. Just over 15 minutes gone. Alan Douglas has got an empty net. Alan tapped it into the empty net.
You were questioning the goalkeeper, his legs were gone. And,
yeah, he was. I think he caught Colin O'Finnan and wasn't really expecting it. He was caught in his heels, and Dougie was.
Hope you got that, Rory, because I think I missed it.
I think I barely got it.
So all of a sudden, Trim 118, Moylagh 5 points. Match goes long this time. James Toher, I think the referee's given a mark, but he dropped it. And I thought James pushed his man in the back as well, but Trim have the ball. Luke Moore to Kieran Joyce. Joycey again goes long with the foot.
No.
Darren Lynch, he had made the run. He was free, but Darren Gibney intercepts with Colin O'Finnan now. Back to Thomas O'Reilly. Takes on Sean Fitzgerald. Sean back to... Rory's laughing something here. I don't know what it is. I can't see.
Thomas O'Reilly was fouled when he put that ball off there, and he ran up the field, but he was just running after Sean Fitzgerald, I think, to try and hit him a slap in front of the referee.
Conor Quigley's misjudged that. I could spot that a mile away. Kieran O'Rourke gets back to tackle.
Well done, Rourke. Oh jeez, I missed that as well. Sorry, the camera work is shite here, lads. Bad today. Apologies.
Rory Gibney had a shot at goal there. But it went wide. Again, just a simple long ball. Conor Quigley looked to have it under control, but he got caught under the ball. Left Rory Gibney in, and Kieran O'Rourke, good pressure. And Rory was forced on his weaker left foot, and he put it wide across the goals. Peter Farrell, kick out now. Over towards Kieran Caulfield, it's going to go over him. Kieran gets a hand on it to Conor Quigley. That's a strong running pair over there, Conor and Kieran. Kieran has loads of space here. He can keep going. Mikey Cullen's made a run across. Kieran, not sure if that's the right option. To Sean Fitzgerald. Fitzy has put that way. Kieran nearly tap it over himself was the better option there. In the pass he played to Fitzy was slightly behind him. Still should have scored it. But
yeah, he should have. Yeah, the referee's called the water break there. Yeah, Kieran, the way he's 4 points. He's missed yet, has he?
No,
Maudie, so he was well within his right there to take that shot on. But look at Trimmer just going through the motions really here now at this stage, Maudie, I think.
Yeah. Might be interesting to see if Kevin Riley and the team make any changes.
It's hard to know. I'm not sure what we are as regards numbers, as regards the second team have done well, 4 out of 4 as well. Do you put lads on when you're so far up with a view to excluding them from playing the next round of the Premier? So
I suppose he's I think Ian Birmingham was there.
Ian Birmingham was there, and who else? Kevin Nally.
Kevin, yeah. These are named lads there.
Well, no, changed now. It's the first round championship.
Kevin just kept from last night, so they won't know from last night he'll be playing. Yeah.
But I suppose it indicates the health of football in the club at the minute, Maudie, that we have all these options. There's a couple of lads there you mentioned. Kevin's probably feeling lucky not to be playing today. I think he's played every game for the last 2 years, more or less.
I saw Darrell Lynch in his civvies walking around the sideline here.
Yeah, I was actually speaking to Darrell the other day. He got a bad hamstring injury there, about 6-8 weeks ago.
Yeah.
But he's hoping to resume training this week. I was speaking to him yesterday, so he's another powerful runner. It suits the kind of the way Trim play the game. Running strongly from deep with the likes of Conor Quigley and Daryl Phelan. Sean Fitzgerald. They like to run hard and fast and straight lines down the field, and then create the overlaps and work the ball inside to the score. So yeah.
Where's this kick out up to this then?
From Sean Fitzgerald's wide, it's kick out. So it's 17 and a half minutes in the second half. Trim 118, Moylagh 5 points, 16 point lead for Trim. A couple of subs.
What have we done there, John?
Camera malfunction there.
Cameraman's all over the shop.
He's all over the shop today, yeah. Tripod problems.
we don't have any sub details, so we're just going to have to call them 21 and 25 for Moylagh. Match Corrigan goes long. Sean Fitzgerald gets a little caught under it. Kieran O'Rourke wins the ball. Back to Sean Fitzgerald. Sean can find Darrell Phelan. Darrell will beat his man. Yeah, nice little jink from Darrell. He can drive forward. Gives it off to Joycey. There's Mikey Cullen in behind. Joycey, good pick pass this time. Mikey with Connor Quigley. Plays inside to Connor. Connor, will he hand pass it over? Will he hand pass it across to Bino? Oh. Goalie saved that? Wide is what's waved.
Yeah, I don't know. Did it come back off the keeper and then hit Bino on the way out, then cross the line? Yeah.
I won't put it down as a wide for Bino and ruin his stat line. Again, a good strong run from Connor Quigley down the wing. That's Corrigan. He goes down the right wing, straight under James Toher. James catches, plays on, back to Darrell Phelan. Darrell can drive through the middle. Oh, little punt pass. No, it's the wrong option from Darrell. Moylagh chance to break. Thomas O'Reilly into Sean Riley. Good tackle by Sean Fitzgerald. Oh, good run by Sean Riley though. Advantage as well. Turns back onto his left. Back to Thomas O'Reilly. Back to Ronan. Peyton.
Great work by Rourke.
25. Yeah, good pressure from Kieran O'Rourke.
Still going.
Thomas O'Reilly going long in towards Colm O'Finnán. Colm's out in front and wins the mark. Well done, Colm. He could bring that a couple of yards forward. He shoots. And over the bar from Colm for the mark.
Give me 1 point from play.
The fullback scored a point in play a few minutes ago.
Peter Farrell with kick out. Peter again. Kieran Caulfield seems to be open there. It's going to go over Connor Quigley if Connor can get a touch on it. No.
Brilliant Connor. Brilliant Connor.
Picks it up lovely. Again, there's an overlap on here. Trim play this right. Quigley, yeah.
Unlucky.
Yeah, nearly too many options there.
Yeah, I think so.
Joe Mealy comes out with it to Thomas O'Reilly. Back to Thomas. Good run back with Kieran Caulfield. Puts a little bit of pressure on. Declan Dowling breaks the ball to himself. Comes out with it to James Toher. James gets the head up. He's Connor Quigley outside him. Connor has Mikey Cullen. Mikey in under the dugout. Take a man on. Take another man on. I think you want to take another one on, but gives it to Joycey. Good ball back by Joycey to Darrell Phelan. Sean Fitzgerald getting a little bit of tension there. Darrell brings it into the tackle, ships a heavy blow, plays on to Joycey. Joycey to Kieran Caulfield. Kieran has Bino inside if he flicks it to him. Yeah, there's Bino, little tight angle for right footer.
Poor effort.
Again, I think Kieran Caulfield could have been a little bit more selfish and tapped it over himself there.
Just sharing the love around, I think, a little bit more, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, tight angle for right footer kicker maybe.
Looks like Kevin Ali coming on here for Trim, just putting his jersey on here in front of us.
Yeah. I'd say it's probably Sean Fitzgerald maybe that's coming off. Seems to be hobbling around a little. Matthew Corrigan with kick out. Matthew kind of hooks it a little bit. Kieran O'Rourke is onto it. He's fouled by Thomas O'Reilly. Play on. A good tackle by Shane Gibney. He's been quite good for Moylagh. Back to Ronan Peyton. Again, I can't keep forgetting his name. Ronan inside to Colm O'Finnán. Colm scored a point from Mark there a minute ago. Sean Riley. Back to Sean. Again, he wants to carry it. I think he's thrown that. Ref is shielding his eyes from the sun, so he didn't see it. Back to Sean Riley. Back to sub number 18. Sean Fitzgerald probably fouled him. Indeed he did. Joe Mealy.
Trim trying to get the sub on here now, I think.
Yeah.
Referee is seeing it there now.
Yeah, I think Sean Riley's going to shoot anyway.
Yeah, you called it right there, Modi. Looks like Sean Fitz is coming off here. Bit of a knock there. Was he limping a bit, was he?
He's limping a bit there, yeah. I'd say Connor Quigley go midfield and Kevin Ali go wing back. Sean Riley, just about on the 45-yard line, I think.
You're right again, Moylagh. Here's Connor coming out to pick up the number 8 here. Middle of the field.
Sean is well inside the 45 when he struck it. And he struck it very well. Straight over the bar. 5th point from Sean. Yeah, pricing the trim line to pick up the energy again. Just coming up to 23 minutes gone. 118 to trim, 7 points to Moylagh. Peter Farrell just has to re-tee it.
I'm laughing at Moylagh. They're shouting at Peter Farrell for taking so long with the kick out as they did in the first half. They're down by what? 14 points, as if it's going to make any difference.
Darrell Phelan tries to take on 2 men. Eventually gives it short to James Toher. James to Decky Dowling can give back to Darrell. Oh, good ball inside to Kieran O'Rourke as the pitch opens up now for trim. O'Rourke goes right to Kevin Alley. Ger Dwan makes the run off him. Kevin hands it off to Ger. Ger to Joycey. Joycey to Dougie. Oh, good first time play into Aaron Lynch. Aaron into
lovely.
Field. Kieran is dragged back a little bit. Oh, good save of Matthew Corrigan. Mikey Cullen picks up the loose ball. Mikey does very well. He's James Tower outside him.
Trademark Mikey step there.
Plays it outside of the left.
Good tackle.
Lynch, yeah, Aaron just point. Can't gather it. Sean Riley hands it off. Sean Riley again, taking on Connor Quigley now. Good tackle from Connor. Sean plays it across pitch. Kevin Alley and Jared Wan both go for it. Kevin Alley comes out with it. Read that well, Kevin. And is pushed on the back, surely. No. Back to Jared Wan, to Peter Farrell. Peter kicks it out to Connor. Connor gives it short to Kieran Caulfield. Kieran back to Connor Quigley. To Joycey. James Thor makes a run. Joycey goes back the other way. Got to give it now. Gives it to Connor. Connor to Kevin Alley. Kevin plays it with the foot to Kieran Caulfield. Kieran can give it to Dougie now. Oh, good drive inside with Kieran. Out to Bino. Bino to Decky Dowling. To James Toher. James, good pass inside to Darrell Phelan. Darrell, the outside of the right. Put it wide. Well worked by Trim, and again, Darrell probably should have scored, but good patience.
Good patience, but they're just, as I said earlier on, they're just going through the motions now at this stage, just running down the time. I think the result's a foregone conclusion.
We have 25 minutes gone. Trim 118, Moylagh 7. Match Corrigan with the kick out. James Towers on his own there. Again, get caught under the ball a little bit. It's broken down to Connor Quigley and Kieran O'Rourke. Rourke hands it off to Kevin Alley. To Bino, hugging the right touchline. Good run forward with Jared Wan. Jerry drives forward back to Bino. Bino, good hands. Oh, takes a late tackle back to Joycey. Kieran Caulfield went from it.
Aye, Kieran. Well played.
With a 5th point. From play. Good score by Kieran.
Tired challenge there from the corner back, or the half back, I think, wasn't it?
Good strong run from Jared Wan there from the corner back position.
That's another one from Kieran, is it?
Yeah, it's the 5th. Yeah.
Fantastic. Yeah, brilliant return. He's.
Did he not book Joe Amelia in the first half? When Joycey got booked?
No.
Thomas O'Reilly, the full
It
forward.
was the full forward.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, good kick out by Matthew Corrigan.
Well done, James.
Dropped.
On the ground.
Moylagh man picks it off the ground. Ref plays on. And eventually gives the free for overcarrying.
I don't know how he would give a free for overcarrying. The man hadn't moved.
Not sure
he was lying on the ground with a trim man sitting on him.
Kieran, Joycey turned around. Joycey tries to flick it up. Watching too much Aston Villa, I feel. Joycey inside to Kieran. Well played. Taps it down lovely and is then pushed in the back. Hands it off. One of my pet hates trying to play the ball when you're on the ground. Anyway. And Bino, wins the interception. And a good ball across towards Mikey. No, actually, it bounced away from Mikey.
Yeah.
Jamie McGee driving forward. A strong run by Jamie. Dougie's tugging at him a little bit. Good ball inside towards Colm Finnan. Tried to take the mark. He's dropped it.
No mark
Colm
there.
is, yeah. I think he's right to say it over carrying that occasion, I think.
Yeah. He was unlucky. The ball hopped in front of him there.
Colm was trying to form a rolling maul, I think it's called.
Yeah.
Dougie hands it off to James Toher. James inside to Connor Quigley. Connor, again, Mikey has his back turned. A little bit high.
All right,
Yeah,
well
Mikey
done.
will take the free. Joycey with the free now.
Relax, Joyce. Relax,
Yeah.
Joyce. Relax. Oh Lord.
Oh, Joycey nearly. Yeah, luckily for Mikey, there's nobody anywhere near him. Hands it back to Joycey, back to Aaron Lynch. Lynchy backside to Bino. Again, trim a little bit of an overlap here if they attack at pace. Jared one. Side to Kieran. Kieran back to Bino. Good hand off to Aaron Lynch. Back to Bino. Back to Decky Dowling. We haven't really made any forward progress. Now we have inside to Mikey. Oh, great ball by Mikey. Oh,
nearly.
No, nearly.
Well done.
Brilliant hand by Jared one.
I fear even if Jared Dwan had got that ball, he wasn't going to score anyway. What's he doing up there?
Well, he might have fit it. Good interception by Ronan Payton, and then good tackle by Jared one, and eventually goes for kick out.
Moylagh mustn't have a second team, do they, John?
No, I don't think so.
Because they're running on subs here now, which you'd imagine they'd be keeping them. If they had a second team, they'd be keeping lads. But there's a fella coming on from Moylagh there earlier on. I think he's going full forward there now. Jeez, he looks as old as I am. Maybe there's hope in me yet, John. Huh?
Reds TV would like to disassociate itself from
that remark.
Down's comments. Ball is batted down. Kieran O'Rourke picks up the loose ball. To Kevin Nally. To Connor Quigley. Connor to Decky Dowling. Decky comes forward with it. James Tower makes a run to make a bit of space. To Alan Douglas. Dougie again has loads of time. Very little pressure on the ball from Moylagh at this stage. Inside to Bino. Jared Wan is full of running at this stage. Jared coming forward with it. Goes back to Bino. Bino back to Dougie. Again, trim of a line of four across the pitch here. Dougie gives it to Kieran O'Rourke. Inside to Joycey. Good ball into Joycey by Joycey. Invites Rourke forward. Outside to Mikey. Mikey is Darrell inside. Gives it to Connor Quigley. Connor can drive. Oh, Connor with the right. Don't think it's going to come in. No. Matthew Corrigan catches it. Hands it off to Shane Payton. Or Shane Gibney. Shane Gibney again. Good pace from Shane. Good tackle from Kieran Caulfield.
Good hit
from Jared Vaughan. Going to be a sideline for Trim.
Oh, going to be there, ball. No. The linesman has the flag up, but he's given the trim ball, I think.
Jared Vaughan goes backwards. Just into injury time. James Toher has Mikey Cullen inside, decides against it, gives it to Connor Quigley. James continues his run. Connor heard the slap on that one. Here's Connor holding his arm. To the Dougie. Dougie to Kevin Alley, back to Dougie. Dougie with the foot to Bino. He's got Mikey Cullen inside. Oh, good change of hands from Bino to Mikey Cullen.
Yeah, good goal.
Aaron Lynch, yeah, good goal.
Unselfish play there by both Bino and Mikey Cullen there to create the space. You know, Bino could have tapped it over maybe, and then Mikey could have fisted it over, but both of them.
Quick at the end.
2:19 for Trim, 7 points for Moylagh.
I think we'd put this down, if this was a soccer team, Premier team, you'd put it down as a professional performance. Maudie Trim have been in second gear, maybe third gear throughout. They haven't really had to exert themselves.
With a little nudge with the chest, back to Connor Quigley. Again, the Moylagh line, they contest every decision, in fairness to them. It's Aaron Lynch, back to Darrell. Darrell, he could have handed it off to Kieran Caulfield. Darrell wants a point.
Not sure, wide. Yeah, and Philo been reminded by his forwards.
Tell you one thing Moylagh did very well today. Their line gave out all night.
Kieran Caulfield was in for a goal there, I think.
Yeah.
After saying 2 minutes.
The
Yeah, it was 1.5 over.
I think the forwards there reminded
Matthew
Darrell.
Corrigan has no balls kicked.
The forwards reminded Darrell Phelan there when he kicked that ball high and wide that, you know, that's not the way they do it. You know, there was men, I think, both sides of them, you know. So, but anyway, it's immaterial now today. Maudie Trim, as I say, they've just been.
Darrell Lynch has just kicked in a beautiful ball straight to Matthew Corrigan. So
that's good. The hamstring must be
Darrell
getting better.
He's on the road to recovery. Matthew goes long again. James, good catch from James.
Runs into his own man then.
Has to try and beat Kevin Nally inside to Mikey Cullen. Mikey again tries to ride tackle. Mikey kind of on the edge of his range. He's fouled about 3 times and eventually gets the free, yeah.
I think he took too much out of it there. Lucky to get a free out of it.
Yeah.
But I don't think there's been any exertion really. You know, I think it was foregone conclusion really. Once the start of the second quarter, Trim just kind of kicked 4 or 5 points unanswered and pulled away from. They were 2 or 3 points up at the first water break. They've pulled away there. They were comfortable after that, and
no, need to be disappointed with that one. Yeah, leaning slightly off to the right.
And Moylagh never put up much resistance really at all. You know, Trim's fitness, Trim's quality of player throughout the field. You mentioned Decky down there making a couple of minutes ago making a run forward for the first time in the second half. He didn't have to really because it's one of the features of Trim's play, but Decky just didn't have to do it today because they were so comfortable.
Yeah, James Thor's after winning the last 3 or 4 kickouts. Bats this one down. Kevin Alley picked up the breaking ball. It's Conor Quigley into Dougie. Dougie to Kieran Caulfield. Yeah, and the referee has blown it up after 33.5 minutes. Final score: Trim 219, Moylagh 7 points. Rory again. We're back on the road again. Hopefully this is going to be our year. That's what we're all hoping. As you said, a good professional performance, and but it doesn't stop. I suppose 6 days time, senior hurling championship against Ratoath, and then probably intermediate football the following week.
Yeah, that's the way it is now. It's going to be helter-skelter now for the next couple of weeks, as it was for the last couple of months. We're catching up on our fixtures and trying to get everything played, but we're still winning. That's the thing, and I'd say hopefully the management will be happy with that now. They won without having to overexert themselves. They don't appear to have picked up any injuries. I know Fitzy came off limping there, but I think he's okay. Don't think he's anything too serious. So onwards and upwards. I think John Andrews under a bit of pressure here. He's going back to Trim to cover the ladies' final, which is on at half seven.
Yeah, maybe a special mention for Kieran Caulfield, 5 points from
absolutely,
debut.
Yeah, outstanding. And you say he popped off a couple of balls that he could maybe have taken on himself, and he's going to be an outstanding player for Trim going forward. Delighted to see that. He's fast, he's well balanced, he's beautiful left foot, he's brave. So he's the complete athlete almost, So yeah, something to look forward to seeing Kieran as the season goes on.
And John, we're live at 7:30.
7:30. Yeah, Emma Ferry making her debut as Red TV commentator. She's welcome addition to the team.
She's up to leaving here. She was standing here in front of us watching this game, and she's up there hopping into the car to head back to Trim to get herself ready, John. So a couple of throat lozenges or whatever.
So hope to see everyone logged on again at 7:30. For now, signing off from Cortown. Good night.
Say it back, yeah.